are the day I've been waiting for. It is Jelly Roll Beautifully Broken's the name of the album. We've done a few songs off of this album, so we will be skipping those today, but you can go see those videos on Reaction Therapy and also hop over to Patreon, y'all. The fully unedited live stream of this album will be on Patreon. It's the VIP tier, which is a $7 tier. It is totally worth it because you get all the unedited behind the scenes stuff and other content from Patreon as well. Chance to come to the members only live stream, but most of all the album reactions we do for different artists are gonna be over there. So check out Patreon when you get a chance. Otherwise, the edited, clipped up version of Beautifully Broken will be coming out soon to YouTube. And I appreciate the chance to sit down one day with Jelly Roll and say thank you and tell me more. That's gonna be my intro statement and question to him. Intro statement. Thank you for everything you've done, for being so honest, open, and vulnerable to the world, and for sharing your life with everybody else to help them heal. And tell me more about how this project got created, because I love Jelly Roll and all the music that he does. So let's get into this. We've already done the first song off of the album. Oh, country vibe. Too much already in this. I cannot believe how good this song is. When you talk about burning, I am burning. Man, I just immediately think of that symbol or that description of being in hell, right? And being just, I've lived my life so disastrously. I've been a debauchery and brought myself down to the gutter. You know, as they say, you've hit rock bottom. Bam! Heart of Stone is up next. Let's do it.
Dear Lord, can you help me? I'm falling out of grace. I'm crawling back to heaven from this hell on earth I made. On my knees I'm looking up. I need a different kind of drug.
Amen.
I'm wide awake and I'm dreaming.
Yep. Can y'all please hear this story that when you are lost, when you are broken, when you feel like you've done so much wrong or you've been in so much darkness that there is no hope, there is no light, that there is possibility. Life can get better. You cannot do it always on your own, but it is possible. When you're shackled in these chains, haunted by the lies of every time I said I'd change, over and over, you eventually convince yourself, I'm no good, I'm worthless, I can't, life's never gonna get any better, and it can get better.
From this heart of stone, this heart of stone.
Have you had enough of the demons? Like the stuff that's bringing you down, the darkness that you end up circling back to over and over again, whether it's toxic relationships, drugs, alcohol, addiction, you know, just things that you do in life or people that you're around and the way that you live that you're just done with and you just want to put down. Well, the key there is, like he said, angels only meet you where you are. Okay? When you're done with the demons, they will meet you where you're at when you're ready for them. What is that old wise wisdom piece that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? It's like when you're ready, they will show up.
I know hopeless, I know broken, I know doors that keep on closing. I know high, that's for sure. I know face down on that floor.
Do you hear how he uses that? How he uses the high and the drug? I know hopeless, I know broken. He knows the bottom. He knows what it's like to have nothing and be nowhere and feel like there is nothing left for you.
I've been knocked down on my knees. I've been hurt, I've been shamed. I've been the one who caused the pain.
Who's gonna drive you home when it shines so bright, but you know it ain't gold? And the city you love gets a piece of your soul.
Who's gonna drive you home?
It's like food. If you get food poisoning at a restaurant and you get sick and throw up and it's terrible, you think of that restaurant in the future, you remember that sickness. It's like, I don't want to go back there and eat that. If we thought of The Hangover instead of the high, we wouldn't be using, right? That's the cure to this. That's the fix to any kind of addiction. But the trouble is, we think of the high and we don't stop ahead and think, man, when I'm at the bottom, who's going to drive me home? And he hits that point perfectly here.
Let it take me there where I don't feel a thing. Yeah, I get higher than heaven, higher than heaven.
Another drag, another pull, another bag, and it's full. Ain't the first or last one to do it. Gotta pass it to get through it. Going too fast when they moving. I can be sober to do shit.
So I get.
Come on, Jelly Roll.
Oh, I get higher than heaven, higher than heaven.
I want people to know, I always ask people, what does it do for you? Like, where is your life in terms of the past year and hope and happiness? And if it's just going downhill, then are you open to looking at any other way for life to go a little bit better?
Like a fool, saying drink another whiskey, pop another pill. Money makes you happy, heaven isn't real. You won't find nobody to love because your heart's too broke ground. But I'm only going high.
Yeah. That's so good, y'all. What a song. And if you want hope, inspiration, I'm not kidding you, that song can give it to you. You need to listen. Sometimes songs bring you down and make it worse. That can actually make you more likely to use. And then there's songs that can bring you hope and inspiration. This song would do it for me. I would put this on my playlist because when you look at that thing, whatever it is, it doesn't always have to be addiction. It can be something toxic inside you. It could be thoughts you have. It can be other people that you have in your life that really say things that bring you down. That when you see that lie and it's like, man, that's making me believe I'm worthless. That's making me believe all I'm going to do is you get the opportunity to rise above that and say, yeah, I'm not going to hang around somebody who's a liar. I'm not going to hang around somebody who's trying to convince me I'm less than.
Everybody lies. Everybody picks one side. Everybody cries sometimes.
So
it's
true.
It's just what it is. Those mountain high, those valley low. I lived in both. And
Hey,
one
church.
thing that I know, you can fly so close to heaven. Make $1 million or barely make a living.
Next up, Get By. You hear that album? Love this, like this vinyl sound. You can hear the crackling in the background of the vinyl. This is so good.
I light every bridge I see here just to watch it burn. If you've seen all the hell I seen, it make your stomach turn. I think you know why I do what I do when I do. I could tell some stories about some things you won't believe. It takes more than that. I might drink a little, I might smoke a lot, counting down the good times, staring down the clock. Throw some hallelujahs to the big man in the sky. Show up Sunday morning looking just like last night.
What I do, like I don't know that I can always change who I am. So I go out and I get high, do my things, and I roll into church, and that's the thing. Like, what are we doing? I'm going out partying like crazy only to go into church the next Sunday. I go out Saturday, get into church Sunday. It's like, why am I doing this? But that's how I get by. Like, it's just how he survives. We get stuck in these patterns, y'all, where it's like, okay, I'm going to do better. After Sunday, after church, I'm going to do better. And then all of a sudden the week goes by. By Friday, it's like, man, I got to let loose. And by Saturday, you're out on the town. And by Sunday, you're right back in the same cycle again. So he's just pointing out the obvious of what so many people do, that it's not easy, y'all.
Been a broken down car on a side street. Damn near lost it all on a bad week. I was praying for change. How could only 12 steps feel so far away? So many lies I stopped counting.
This is so good. He immediately brings in 12-step program. which is so valuable whenever using comes into play. But how could only 12 steps feel so far away? I love how he does that. A 12-step program that's a change from powerlessness and learning to let go into hope and healing and recovery. Go from abstinence to recovery, finding faith in your higher power in God, and being able to realize how your character can change, your life can change without using the thing you were using before.
Ain't no stranger to pain. The ones who love me all feel the same. With every one step forward, felt 10 steps back. A lot of years in the dark, felt just like that. Pretend, but not I'm pretty.
That's like church. So good. Nothing.
Without my sin, I can't pretend, but not I'm pretty.
We go from the depths of the bottom into grace. I wonder if he's going to be talking about how he's found grace.
Oh, I met you between somewhere and nowhere and only where the lonely roam. And we wander. I poison my own soul. I push you, you hold close. We're burning like coals, but our blood runs cold. We find love in the heart of the darkness. In the heart of the darkness, we find hope when the times are the hardest. We're just twisted minds and wanted signs. We're broken just the same. When my devil meets your demons, we can't find a little grave. Ever been rock bottom, at the bottom of a bottle, and you just all by yourself, like you got a million reasons to grab a 40 and squeeze it, just to put an end to this hell. It takes the soul from your body, rips your heart out your chest, makes you feel like you're nothing but just a waste of breath. You don't.
This is the lie you're believing in. This is the promise that you think is going to happen when it's not really going to happen. In terms of freedom and feeling better and like it being an escape to like this wonderful place and you can stay there, you can't.
There's a silver-tongued devil telling me that I never make it out the hole that I'm in.
It's a lie. This is really telling the story of, no, you go down that path of using, you go down that path of self-destruction, here's what it takes from you. It's going to take everything. It's going to bit by bit. And I'll say this about addiction. It cares nothing about you or anybody else around you. In fact, it takes the family and friends away from you unless they're self-destructive too. It takes any hope in life away from you, and it eventually takes your life because you will not want to, you'll be a slave to that addiction and to that drug. And I love the way he words how it will take so much from you that you won't want to live anymore. That's what it does to you. And he's given a shout out, I think a warning to people, which I want to do because I think it's important for you to hear that.
Sorry I missed your call. I lost service in Kennesaw, but I couldn't sleep one bit at all without your good night voice.
Amen.
Mama, wait for me. I'm still out here chasing dreams. One day this telephone thing won't be our one connection. I'm just doing what I gotta. Hey mama, I'm still coming home to you.
Yep.
I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you.
If you haven't experienced that, you will one day. And the beauty of love, whether it's family, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your children, whether it's your pet, I'm not even kidding you, whoever you are attached to and love so much, it matters when you're away from them. And that's such a sweet song. Very cool.
I was born in the struggle, born to survive, born in a place that you don't make it out alive. They thought it was over, thought I was dead, but you can't kill a man that was born to be born again. Being seated in the shadows,
Yep.
ain't no climb that is ever too steep.
Nope.
Waters rise, but they're never too deep.
Nope.
Happy to the man that is born to be born
So we go from born again into guilty. This is so good. He's taking us, weaving us down this path here. Jelly Roll, guilty.
If loving you's a crime, baby, I'm guilty.
Woo!
Baby, I'm guilty.
Come on, Jelly Roll.
Sentence me to life.
Life sentence.
Don't care if it kills me. Baby, I'm guilty.
It's for you, Jill.
Sentence me to life. Don't care if it kills me. Baby, I'm guilty of loving you. Of loving you.
This, you know, you ever had anybody in your life that means more than anything? You know, she means more than myself. And you feel almost unworthy at times to be able to have somebody to love you that way. That's where I am in my life, in my relationship. My wife has been through so much. I have put her through so much, and I don't feel like I am deserving a lot of the time. I'll accept it. God has blessed me with the life I have and the marriage I have, almost 25 years now. But there are so many days I feel like she is so much better than me, and so sweet, so loving. This song gets to my core because it is completely how I feel, and I try my best to live it, and I am fallible and I'm human. And I feel at times that I'm being given something that I don't deserve. And the worst thing I can do is live that way, like I just don't deserve it. The best thing I can do is own it and take it and try to be the best man that I can be. And this song, when I think of Jill, it gets to me because she is everything I could ever ask for. And she asks for nothing. So when you get that person, please hold on to them and please do what you can to be the best person for them, instead of either feeling like you don't deserve it or taking it for granted. Little Light is the next song up. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Is that coming? Is that coming out?
I've been down the darkest road, set fire to all my hopes. One thing I learned in life, save room for a little light.
Save room for just a little light, because that can give you hope and opportunity and possibility to move forward. And that can be a person in your life. That can be an experience that you've had. That can be a dream that you've had. That can be the realization that life doesn't have to keep you tied down the way it is. Just a little bit of light.
Little Mike cried when he got that time. Gavel came down and he kissed this world goodbye.
Using prison.
$3 a.m, there's 4 missed calls on my phone, so I called back to see what he wanted, just being a friend. And that's when he said, hear me out, you don't know all the pain
This is kind of the opposite of what I was saying in the intro, you know, like somebody trying to set you straight. It's the guy who's using it saying, just hear me out, man. You don't know all the pain. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how hard it is. And Jelly Roll in the beginning is talking about, I'm just trying to be there for a friend, man. I'm just trying to, reach out to you and touch base. I'm not hearing back from you.
Hear me out, hear me out. Oh, I've been lower than low, stuck in the loneliest place. Oh, I cried over and over. I still have nights when I pray. And I say, hear me out. You don't know all the pain I feel. Woman, I'll never know why.
Yep.
You still call me yours, and let me call you mine.
Amen.
You know I would die before losing you. So give me that strong
That's what you want, is you want that woman to be, you want that person in your life that's there, that's your person, to be your high. You want that to be your drug. I don't mean codependently, I don't mean toxically, I don't mean being all entangled and unhealthy with it, but you want that to be your go-to, your refueling. You want that to be your energy source. You want that person to be your high. Don't let me ever come down from that, because right now you are my everything. And that's what you want in the most significant relationship you have in life. It doesn't mean troubles don't happen, struggles, fights happen, life happens. But you never let that person know that they're anything other than that ultimate high for you.
I prayed for calmer waters, God gave me taller waves. I didn't understand it till I wound up finding strength. I kick rocks at the bottom like tin cans on the street. You name it, man, I fought and learned to turn the other cheek. If you've seen all the tears I cried, you would know why I smile so much. Fought the hate I fight, you would know why I try to love. I've watched my brothers bleed. Have had nights that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
Yep.
When you make it out the shadows, you wanna be alive. Every day's a blessing when you shouldn't be alive.
Yep. Acoustic.
Your blood is my blood, and poison runs deep. Knowing your mind scares the hell out of me. 'Cause that's my cross to carry, my scars to heal, my pain to bury, not yours to feel. I pray every day I can love you enough, so my cross to carry won't be yours to pick up.
Oh, this is so true. Anybody who's been through a real struggle with addiction and just generational cycles, generational patterns that pass down from one to the other, and you're trying to stop it. The last thing I want to do is hand this down to you. The last thing I want you to have to carry is the burden of my cross, what I've created. I might be carrying something from somewhere else and picked it up from somebody else, but I don't want to hand that off to you. And whether that's your significant other, whether that's your children, like when you've been through something like this, that's why getting help matters. That's why getting therapy, being in support groups, being in 12-step programs, having any kind of coaching therapy, just anything that helps is so valuable, because that way you can stop a generational cycle. Same as Eminem's done in his life of being at death's door from using, and now trying to be there as a present father and grandfather at this point, so that he can live the life that was meant to be lived and that those people deserve that were in his life. So the last thing he wants to do is pass that down to his children. And it's the epitome of using an addiction is, do you want to just keep the cycle going, or do you want to stop it? And when you take on that cross and say, it's mine, I need to carry this, I don't need to hand this to you, it's super valuable.
And when you make mistakes on your own, I hope that you know you'll never go through it alone.
Amen.
That's my cross to carry, my scars to heal, my pain to bury, and not yours to feel.
And I just have a feeling he's going to say, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, I'm fine with who I am. I am lovable. I am kind, and I do the best I can. And there is nothing wrong with you, Jelly Roll. In fact, there's everything right with you. Here we go.
It took a real long time for me to see, but I'm all right with what's wrong with me. No, I ain't found the lie. At least now
Man, he's going to take us to church on the last song. You hear that piano kicking in? I can feel the chorus already kicking in with this big harmony symphony of people in the choir singing this song along with him, and the basic theme being, I'm all right with what's wrong with me. It's kind of like I don't think there's anything wrong with him. We're perfectly imperfect, right? I mean, we are flawed humans. That's who we are. We are not meant to be perfect. And so when you wake up to the fact that it's okay that you've got issues, it's okay that you got demons, that you're broken in different ways. The key is to be getting help for it and to not be burdened by it every day. Don't dwell on the past, reflect on the past. But he's okay, because he can be all right with what's wrong with him.
Sing a new song. It took a real long time for me to see, but I'm alright with what's wrong with me.
Yep.
Finally making some peace with all of my jagged edge pieces. I booked a ticket, I'm leaving this hell. That mirror was no friend to me, was my own worst enemy. What's wrong with me? What's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong?
Beautifully Broken, so many good songs in all different directions, showed all his array of talent and his ability, and with the heart and soul of, you know what, we're here for broken people. We're not here for perfect people. We're here to realize that we all have our own issues and we have ways to work on them. But I'm going to tell you, the first thing he's going to say is get help. Find somebody that can help you in life, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a 12-step program. Find somewhere to get help for what you got going on, because you cannot fix all these problems yourself. And I believe that as a mental health professional. Remember, it's not Tom. Remember, it's not real therapy. Just Tom breaking down lyrics, man. This is Tom. It really is me. If you want help, please click links in the description and recognize there is hope and healing out there. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think about this. And if you want the full album reaction, go to Patreon, because it's all there. The entire full unedited behind the scenes reaction to Beautifully Broken by Jelly Roll, and so many other albums are going to be on there as well. Go check Patreon out. The VIP tier, the $7 tier, has our album reactions on it. If you want the edited version, coming out on YouTube soon. But if you want the full thing, go to Patreon. Thanks for being here. Mental Health Matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.